trying. This life is kind of hard.
All right, here we are. So are we going to start this? Let's start this. Oh, I'm feeling... Honestly, I don't know if I'm even feeling anything anymore. What is life? What is life anymore? What is that? Anyway, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Screw mental situations. Mental situationships. Let's just talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about our favorite statue. The favorite statue of America nowadays. The sculpture eating ass. Oh, what? Imagine paying for this. Imagine your money being taken away for them to do this kind of statue into your city. Into your country, I don't know. Let's look at this. There's a debate whether the sculpture resembles a giant donger or eating ass. Which is it? Which one is it? Do you want to see the unveiling? Oh, you can hear. Let me put with the sound on. You can hear the enthusiasm over there. Look at all those phones. I wonder how many of them will just get down, or just or they're holding there for the investment they did into this incredible statue. 3, 2, woo! Oh yeah, Mr. already. Look how many just... Where is he? Okay. They're all here. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm loving it. Hey, how many $1 million was it? How many $1 million was it? Let me just see. What's it called? This statue. Eating ass. How do you search? You can either search it on Google, man. And it will be the third one. But oh, wait. Just send the wrong message to the wrong person. Oh, it's live. Where are you, Jesus? Come on. Jesus! And whoever else might pass along here. I might be live. Anyway, let's continue. Let me continue with the talk, because we of course have to talk about Andrew Tate as well, but just a little bit, not a lot. We have this beautiful post that encapsulates, like, I think the whole discussion. It's not a big and interesting discussion, however, it's not okay for Andrew Tate to inspire young boys to be strong, but it's okay for Cardi B and Nicki Minaj to encourage young girls to behave like prostitutes. Well, that's a good take, as Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, I think it's Nicki Minaj, but she was just out of letters, you know, because Twitter doesn't allow you the maximum number of letters. However, you can see that these are the same kind of people. These are the same kind of people. Andrew Tate and Cardi B, they just saying things and doing things, and they're not role models, but if they're gonna be role models for the pauvre, for the for the poor, then if it's gonna be a role model for the poor, then Andrew Tate is a good inspiration, right? As Cardi B is a good inspiration for poor girls as well, without any parents around, so they will learn how to WAP that something with WAP. I think it was something with WAP. But yeah, all in all, these are the same caliber of people, and one is just getting accused, one is getting some dodos on. Not very specific. It's already getting old, this thing, and I want this trial to come over once again, so we can see that patriarchy wins, and at least this is the only thing that we get out of it, that patriarchy wins, as always, in Romania, no matter how much feminism you want to say. When the police and the judge say that a woman is a victim, even though she isn't, then of course they decide upon her body, upon her mental state, upon their mental state, and decided to take action for that. So we can say very clearly that patriarchy rules in Romania. So if you want to go into a patriarchal country, even though the laws are a little bit iffy, corrupt, you can go there, because right there you can decide if a woman has the right to say something against you or not. And that's pretty nice. That's pretty amazing. Sometimes I want to return back there, however, I cannot become patriarchal because I don't have that money. Yeah, but I know there are many places there that still decide what kind of victim you are, and if you are a victim. And even if you are living well enough with your own decisions, accepting what is about to happen and what you are going to do, doing contracts, then the state is still gonna decide how you're gonna feel and if you are a victim or not. That's the beauty of Romania, because he's gonna get out because they have nothing. They're just trying to make a big show right now because Schengen scandal. They were trying to, in Schengen, the other countries, especially Holland, if I remember correctly, they declared that we do not have the right to, they do not accept for us to enter the Schengen space because, and Schengen space is, by the way, the space in Europe where you can travel more freely, you have more rights, let's call them. You have like the same rights for switching countries, and you don't need to show your passport, only your identity card. Now the Holland I don't know, speaker, the one that was in charge of accepting or not, they did not accept and said that Romania is pretty corrupt in the area. They were trying to shame people for being corrupt, and I think they're trying to make it up by taking a high profile case and showing that they can lock them down and put him up. But yeah, that's not going to go well. Either way, we're gonna shame ourselves, but at the same time, men will be once again in charge of women's future. And that, I guess it's what it is now. Now another talk we have to talk about, another thing we have to talk about, which I wanted to talk about because tomorrow I'm not doing the stream. I'm doing it today for... I have something to do tomorrow, so I decided, hey, why not do just a pop-up stream right here, make our thing. But let's move on. Now we have Sam Harris, that has been long time atheist and thinker, a good thinker, a logical thinker, neuroscientist, sorry. But it appears that
in
ever
principle,
since I don't know, since Trump took over, he developed the, what do you call the Trumpism, the thing where you Trumpphobia or something, where you just hate, you start hating when you hear the word Trump. You just become weirdly edgy when it comes to that situation. And we had a lot of interviews from him saying that he would actually, let me try and find it, where he said that he will accept a lot of corruption instead of Trump. Sam Harris, let me just see, how do I find Trump? He did a weird interview when he was talking, was it here? Oh, here it was. Okay, Trump derangement syndrome, that is. And of course we have the we have the title, Sam Harris allowed Trump derangement syndrome to destroy him. And I think this is where it all started in his vision, in my opinion, where his weird takes started going wrong, because he used to have pretty awesome logical, what do you call, takes on religion, even though he was not right in all. He was just trying to grab attention, and he knows how to do it. He is a millionaire, so he knows how to do it. But he went so far on the left that now he thinks that what he thinks is true. As we said in earlier streams, when the left goes left, it doesn't mean if it's true or false. They just assume what they know and take that as a truth, and then continue with that from there. And let's see this reportage by...
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It.
Because he's a lefty, by the way.
Tonight we have PR guru and Sky News contributor Prue McSween joining me. Prue, let's start with intellectual Sam Harris, who has allowed his Trump derangement syndrome to...
Wait. Okay, he's already called intellectual because he does have an app. He does speak with the higher ups in tech. He has really smooth connections. But somewhere he lost it.
destroy his reputation. Have a listen to this mad rationalisation from him about burying a legitimate story.
Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared. Now, that doesn't answer the people who say it's still completely unfair to not have looked at the laptop in a timely way and to have shut down the New York Post's Twitter account. Like that's just a conspiracy. That's a left-wing conspiracy to deny the presidency to Donald Trump. Absolutely it was. Absolutely. Right. But I think it was warranted.
It is just
So what he just said there, and he said that it might be taken out of context, but in context he just said that he wouldn't care if Hunter Biden would have those corpses and things. Being the son of the current president, he wouldn't care about that as long as it will provide the win to. Thank you. Well, you have a great night. You have to go. Great night. I'll go to work tomorrow morning as well. Where was I? Left. Oh yeah, that he will accept his son, which, of course, it has not been proven, but it has been shown from some of his contracts that he has with China and, of course, Ukraine. Very productive contracts that are siphoning money towards the Biden family, because just remember that Hunter Biden is a coke addict, and he just has photos with hookers and everything. So we now, of course, with more evidence that has resurfaced, seen that the FBI and all the left Democrats that were in power made the story go away from Twitter. Everywhere on Twitter, they suppressed it as much as they could for a beautiful transition towards a new presidency of the living dead. However, let's continue.
inconceivable to me how someone who's otherwise intelligent could speak like that. It's almost ironically like a religious zealot.
It really is, Rita. I mean, these activists who are just so one-eyed, who are willing to compromise their values, their intellect, as you say, to argue anything but Trump, which is all that we're really talking about now. But this man has credibility zero now. It's quite outrageous that he would suggest that Hunter Biden has done anything other than unlawful, obscene, objectionable things, and to have gotten away with it for so long is quite astounding. But it just seems, as he said, he doesn't care what Biden does, anything but Trump. And the American people surely are waking up to this. I don't care how one-eyed you are about voting Democrat, you couldn't accept this kind of behavior.
Now, of course, this is a long time ago. This is 5 months ago. Whoa. When he was still, of course, he did the virtuous thing, like when Elon Musk took over, he left Twitter for some reason. So nobody understands what the end game is for that. But then he calmed down. He just continued doing his thing, talking with smart people about smart things and how to control the world, how to not really control the world, but how you can take the money of people and invest them in things that they want to be invested. Even though let's be true, he has some good charities that I found out about, and it's going great. They're pretty great because those charities that he donates to, or as he has podcasts, paid podcasts, even though you can get a free membership if you want to, you just send them an email. It's called Waking Up Podcast. And there he sends some of his profits to that charity, which of course goes to the best places where people with a lot of money know that it's the best place to donate without spending too much money, because just so you know, many charities nowadays are just surviving on the donation money. They're not even getting to donation. They don't, when they arrive at the donation part, the donation for the actual needy part, they barely receive anything. But let's continue with what started. It's because he starts appearing in podcasts after leaving, of course, the Four Horsemen of atheism. The dark web. Let's call it the intellectual dark web. He left it because Bret Weinstein was talking about the necessity of taking a certain drug, and now he is very against this. So the thing is, it's starting, boys. It's starting.
There are people who are in principle unpersuadable. Then there are people who are potentially persuadable, but not in real time. Not within that. Even the longest podcast is not long enough to get them to admit that they're wrong by the end of it. Then there are people who are just paragons of intellectual honesty, and no matter how long and stridently they've been committed to a thesis, if you show them one, little flaw in it that is, truly destructive, that runs all the way down to its foundations, they'll just stand up and shake your hand in front of a vast audience and say thank you for correcting me. That's what one is always hoping for. That it's like, no matter how far apart two people are, if you just get them to collide in good faith with access to all of the relevant facts, someone is going to see daylight.
And let's hope this will be our case, because I'm not searching for this one. I'm searching for the other one. Sam Harris. Damn it. Where is he? Where is that short? Because we have here. Oh,
You've
this
got
one.
Bret Weinstein.
This is Sam Harris talking about Bret Weinstein.
Doing 100 episodes of his podcast in a row or thereabouts on the terrors of the mRNA vaccines and the sinister, shadowy cabal of people who have suppressed information about the life-saving power of ivermectin. It's completely crazy.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
What's the verdict?
Oh, come
Got
on,
Bret
where is
Weinstein
it? Oh,
doing
come on, stop.
100.
Damn it. I had it. I thought I had it at least. But then I lost it. However, I will show you the response afterwards. But I'm trying to find actual Sam Harris telling you this his view. Oh, and it's going. Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go.
In my heart of hearts, I was one of those people who was hoping to sort of see you guys, engage in dialogue. If there were a good faith relationship between the two of you, which I think, myself and so many others felt that there was, right? Could that not have yielded sort of a structure of approach that would have ensured sort of the integrity of the dialectic? Do you think it's possible that something like that could have happened that would have worked?
I can tell you why it didn't happen from my side. I mean, Bret got this bee in his bonnet around skepticism with respect to the vaccine and faith in the efficacy of ivermectin, and all of that seemed so fringe to me that it seemed not worth entertaining, right? And so, yes, the trust is there. I like Bret a lot as a person. I didn't want to torch a friend publicly more than I did, but it felt completely irresponsible to let our friendship keep me from saying something critical about it. To dignify it as a debate seemed to play into the irresponsibility of it.
Now you can see the the attack was pretty good. I listened later last year, I think, when we already figured out that, you know, the vaccine is not as... Oh, sorry Google. It is very effective against something. It is very effective because the YouTube gods won't let us tell you otherwise. So Susan, it is very effective, all right? It is very effective. Anyway, by saying this, he went out on a tirade, not on a tirade, but describing that he does feel at the end of the day that all the things that happen, maybe with the vaccine, and this is the most annoying part. You can't even say the V word anymore. I think it's easier to say virgin, but not vaccine now. But the thing is, he said that he thinks that the vaccine saved more lives than not having the vaccine. So that we won't know, but he said that he is confident in that. But yeah, we can't, nobody can actually have some actual data because everyone just fucked up. This is the issue going on, and the same issue I have. Nobody wants to recognize that we fucked up big time, because we failed to extract and extrapolate data, real data, actual data, good data, and understand what is going on. Because if we would have been able to understand what is going on faster and actually extrapolate the data that it affects older people more than younger people. You need to be outside more than inside, because if you're gonna be inside, everyone's gonna be inside, and you're going to spread it nonetheless. And of course, nobody talked about the situation where people that had to work, that couldn't afford not to work, had to go to work. And of course, even if that meant if they were sick, they had to go to work. And this is not the one that I was searching for. This is it. But we're gonna go right here, because this is the clip where Bret Weinstein is replying to Sam Harris for a conversation must be had and a debate must be had. It's been a long time since we had a proper debate about taboo things, and we need to know actually what is going on, because waiting too much is gonna bring the shadow on, and shadow will become greater and greater until, of course, another war breaks out, and we don't want that. Okay, let's go with Bret Weinstein's response, which I guess, and I think, in my opinion, is a pretty decent invite when you receive some weird challenges from people that won't talk to you face to face, but talk behind your back and saying you're crazy.
Many of you will have noticed that Sam Harris showed up in lots of places. He was trending on Twitter for some stuff that he said, and weirdly enough, from my perspective, what he said was about me. And well, I didn't like it all that much. So the question is what to do about it. And I didn't mention it last week, in part because I, did need a little process, and it was going to take longer than pulling over to the side of the road to get past that process in order to do anything reasonable with this. But I don't know how we ended up here. From my perspective, and I understand that there are, in some sense, two planets. There's planet what I think is Planet Reality, right? And on Planet Reality, I believe Sam Harris has been wrong about just about everything related to COVID. And you and I have not been right from the beginning, but we rapidly got righter and righter. Every place we got something wrong, we fixed it, and we now have a set of positions that, as strange and remarkable as they are, do appear to be borne out by the evidence and are very robust. Okay, things happen. COVID was complex. Guy got some stuff wrong. What I don't understand is why he's on the offensive, right? Why is he taking a victory lap? Why is he torturing logic in order to rescue his rightness from the evidence? None of that makes any sense. And at some level, I guess he's entitled to do that. But what he's not entitled to do, and look, Sam, among other things, is a moral philosopher. And my claim is going to be that Sam is not entitled to be taking a victory lap where he has been wrong and making the arguments that he's making if he is not also willing to make those arguments to me so that we can pressure test them. Now, I will say there is one aspect of this. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to feel relieved that he's attacking me and not both of us, right? Like, I don't want him attacking you. So maybe that's good. On the other hand, it does seem kind of disrespectful. But whatever the case is, it does seem to me that as a moral philosopher, Sam, you are required, if you are not going to simply take a breather and reflect on how you got stuff wrong, if you really think you got stuff right, and you think that the reasoning that explains how you got things right is robust, you don't really have the right not to talk to me about it. So either you're going to agree with that and we're going to find some way to talk, and I promise to be decent about it. I'm not going to pull any punches, but I think you and I could have a conversation. We could do this IDW style. We could have you on Dark Horse, and we could talk about why you think you were right in spite of what I think the evidence says, and we could see how those arguments work out, right? That would be, in some sense, the easiest thing to do. We could have somebody else, like Joe Rogan or Jordan Peterson, moderate a discussion between us. In some sense, Peterson would be a natural, since I moderated the debate between you two, right? This could be a change of chairs and we could get to some productive thing. And I think you will agree that whoever is actually right, the world would benefit from us figuring that out in a way that lots of people could understand what it is that makes that position correct, no matter what it is. That should be true. We could do that, or as a third possibility, we could, as I suggested, I think it was in June, I suggested that we use the QPark software environment, which, as far as I can tell, neutralizes every valid concern you have that would flow from us having a conversation. So you, Sam, have expressed concern, for example, that if you were to sit down with me, that I might spring some study on you that you'd never heard of or hadn't thought deeply about, and you might fumble, and that might result in people getting the wrong impression, and that, lives could be lost as a result of the fact that you didn't know what to say in the moment. And you will recall that when you made that argument, I said it was one of the few things I agreed with you about, that this is a danger and that's a problem, and so we should neutralize it. But the QPark software environment, which is still a prototype but good enough to use, completely neutralizes that concern, because it is asynchronous. You could write out your argument and take as much time in doing so as you wanted, and you only, push the, I don't know if it's the publish button, but the send button on your argument when it's done. You would also be completely free to bring anybody you thought was expert along with you, so that you wouldn't be suffering from having less insight than you might in some area that wasn't your particular focus. You could bring Eric Topol, whoever you wanted. I will bring my people, and we can have this out. We can figure out what it is that we disagree.
Bring your people, I'm gonna bring my people. Hey, it's gonna be awesome anyway if Sam Harris accepts, of course.
Agree on what the evidence actually suggests is true and what the implications are for how we should be managing the pandemic or whatever it is. So look, that's 3 options. I don't really feel like it was required that I give you 3 options, but you got 3 options on the table. And if you don't take any of those options, if you still think it's cool to be going on podcast after podcast accusing me of not being qualified to talk about things where I have been right and you have been wrong, well then, I'm going to stop being nice about this. So please, Sam, think about it in moral terms and get back to me, because you're at the end of my patience.
Boom. So it's on. That means it's gonna be on. It's gonna be amazing. If it's gonna happen, if it has the possibility of happening, I would be quite interesting of seeing this. Now, what should we talk next about? Of course, let's not forget about the crux of the situation. Let's talk about Situya, because she's about to emerge, and I want this creature to be properly documented to avoid this kind of discussion, because once we learn properly what Situya is, maybe each can find its own way of cutting away from it. For it is quite in my imagination, it is quite a big leap into faith, as we have to actually accept a lot of stuff without anesthetizing ourselves. Now, I already told you, and this live stream is of course going on documenting Amanita, or Amantia, however you want to call her or it. I don't even know if it's a man or a girl. However, I think this might not even be Amantia. We can make Situya become this. We can make this a regular thing. This body is a regular appearance on the Instagram story. But the troubles I'm having is I'm being too lazy. I'm actually succumbing to Amanita. That's one of my problems. And I still don't know how to actually get out. It's not as easy as I thought, and actually I thought it was gonna be way easier for it seemed just like like it was going to be crash and burn, might I call it. It might seem like an action would be enough to provide her decline, but apparently we need more than that. I need more than that. Where I can't find a picture. Where is it? Where is the other picture we have of Situya? Since I still don't know if this is going to be Situya or Amantia. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Should we should I create Amantia to be just one person, one central person, or should I make her should I make Situya to be the one that changes every time, so we get new content every day not every day, but at least twice a week on Instagram of the story, and we can have some of these pictures and call it art at the same time, because we're actually telling a story, by the way. But I can't find it. Hello, Golden Eagle MD. What's going on? Are you doing good this Tuesday? No, I'm just searching for the other. Let me just turn up the Photoshop on. Talking about the story on Instagram. And we have some mythical creatures. We have one that is actually in control of our world right now. And another that it might be this one. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, trying to remove everything from Photoshop, but seems it won't go away. I had the goddess. How are you doing, Golden Eagle? What you are about? How did you get here? If not, let's enjoy a little bit the progress of the story, but I don't know how to go further. Should this become a friendly creature, or should we let it just a succubus? I am Richard Moonstruck. Okay, let's just say I'm Richard Moonstruck. I'm writing stories and doing streams, trying to write a book, but not very good at it. Getting drunk and shooting some stories because I'm in France and I can't really understand. I understand French, but I can't actually have some good stories around what's happening in the world. And I do like what's going on in the world because it's a good world and we can go further. Though I have a project on an Instagram project which if it's good, Indian. Are you Indian from India or are you Indian from another country? It goes both ways. Because I have some Indian friends here in France. So I don't know how much of a Indian you are. I do like the Indian though. At least the traditions. I do like the traditions you have. It's going on different streaks. Where is it? I'm not trying to search from all my stories and find the actual. Damn it, I can't find the last one. And what are you doing? What are your plans for life? No worries, no worries. Tell me hi in Indian. Is the audio low? Oh, I'm speaking from afar. I'm speaking from afar. How come are you here? Go to sleep, man. Hello, Razvan. Don't be sorry. Golden Eagle. Just so you know, don't start with sorry. Stop saying sorry. It's alright. You don't have to speak every language in the world, even though you can start studying because it will help you a lot. However, Razvan, it'd be early. Oh, it'd be early. If it'd be early, that's alright. I missed you too. How are you doing this new year? Are you ready to see some stories in the future? Now, can I ask you in the story? I don't know if you know the Instagram story. However, there is a fairy, and there is kind of a goddess thing. And I'm not sure if I want to make that fairy be very sexual. You know? So this is a prototype, what I have seen on the desktop here. I want to see if the prototype can be made for the fairy or should it be made for the opposition. Ti me kit na rua. Ti me kit na rua. I'm actually shaking my head. Ti me kit na rua. Is that how I said? Am I butchering in a wrong way, or does it sound good? But anyway, this is what I was asking you, Razwan. Is this prototype, this desktop prototype? You see, this shape over here, moving around. Now, should she be a fairy, or should she be the goddess? Why bald? Why bald? What do you mean bald? Why are you speaking about baldness? Unless you're speaking about Baldo. And I don't think you saw my stream with Baldo. Do you know Baldo? I think you like Baldo. You put your balls. This is Dark Elf Queen. So yeah, there's what I'm going. It's we will have a companion. So the companion could be I understand the companion would be more often posted, so that means I would have more of this kind of content. Instead, I could use it on the queen, on the, not queen, but the other creature, the other instance of the creature, and so it will be not so often. We won't see any so often this kind of post. So that's my question. Like we'll have her being transformed into a certain creature. I don't know which one to pick yet. I want to know how to go with the story further. So am I gonna make her a good companion, or is she gonna become a lewd companion? Alright, so you are Indian but working in Spain. Hasta mañana. That's all I think. So do you know Spanish? Do you watch a lot of telenovelas? Because if you don't, you don't know Spanish, then you should watch telenovelas and you will learn Spanish. Where is it? What is this? Well, I'm trying. Where is the? Okay, let's get this out of the way, because it's too distracting, isn't it? However, for my friend Razvan over there, do you want to see Baldo? Do you want to see Baldo? I will press 1 for Baldo. Press B for Baldo. If you want to see the Baldo. How you gonna love the Baldo? But you have to press B for Baldo. If not, I won't show you Baldo. You have to press B for Baldo. I'm sorry. We're not going further without. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? It's the new thing. You have to do it. You have to buy it. This is Baldo. It's a vibrator for your balls. Look at it. You put your balls there and then you do something there. I don't know what it's happening, but it's $100. It's a weird contraption, I know, but it exists. Man can just did you know that man can have an orgasm from stimulating their balls? A ballgasm. The outside of the male balls have almost the same amount of nerve endings as the woman's vulva. The balls have been long overlooked as a stimulable sexual organ. The baldo changes that forever. So apparently you will have sex with your balls. People are barely having sex with their penis, but hey, why not balls? Why not do it like dogs? Why not do it like dogs? Just go in the mud like dogs. Oh the baldo. You should try the baldo. Look how easy it is. Step 1. You have to trim your balls. Stretch your baldo over your balls. Step 3. Stretch over the spacer rings. Insert into partner. Oh, what is this world going for? And you know they had what do you call it? Buy now. Let's just buy now. We should buy now. How much is it? $79. $79, friends. Keep on balling, and then you get some stickers. Keep on balling. I should make some stickers. Look at this. However, yeah, it isn't. However, it does feel like this could be a whatever is this? Oh my god. Good thing I haven't shown you further because it got everything. It looks interesting for dogs. It looks interesting for dogs. But they had a GoFundMe for this. Baldo. I think it raised... Oh, wait, Baldo. Sorry about that. The shroomering traveling. What is going on? They raised over $100,000 from what I remember. Oh no, it was on Indiegogo. It was on Indiegogo. They raised $106,571. People paid for this to come into reality. People are invoking this into reality. Has the world gone to complete shit? I don't know. If it does, I'm going to the way and I'm gonna give this kind of pictures, you know? That's why I'm considering doing the companion to be... They just wanted to come! I'm gonna come so bad! But yeah, don't pay for weird SEX things. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just follow me on Instagram, and that way we're gonna see some nice covered Twinkies. A model for what? A model for what? I have the models. I have every models I want. For this is a model. This is my creation. What I've shown you here. But I want to know if I make if I should make more of these. because I have a lot of them and they're free. Oh, Baldo, no. No, thank you. I won't get a Baldo. But anyway, it's getting late, and we haven't said the prayer, because after Baldo, we do need a prayer. So, are you ready? Shall we pray a little bit to look further for tomorrow, even though life seems pretty degenerate nowadays? Always remember that a good prayer can bring us further.
There is much to be skeptical of in this world, so it no longer surprises me to learn how many people don't really believe in anything. What's the point? For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Naturally, some days are harder than others, but I must try. We all have doubts. The light of the mind alone cannot burn away all darkness. Think on it, and look in your heart. It will be for the best. When the walls come tumbling, lose everything you have, you always have family. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. Right. You're not so certain. Fair enough. We all go through periods of darkness. Of course. In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness. In such times we can turn to the Lord, but it's good to have friends. And the good Lord knows there's much to be done here. You're a good neighbor to us. Thank you. Until then, God be with you.
And God be with you. Now this prayer has been said, so let's go on more prayery side of things, as I've been listening to Julius Evola recently, and well, he's been saying some things of how diluted the essence of man has become into searching pure pleasure without any further goal, which is not a thing I'm into. Like, I'm seeing it happening all around. I don't judge it. Everyone does their thing, but it does show that it is hard finding something that's worth fighting for anymore. Something that's worth preserving to the future. That's something worth evolving, investing in anymore. I guess we already saw by what I say, what people invest in. So when we're talking about that, then how can we find something better? How do we find it? And honestly, I don't know. I'm not here to ask. I'm here to see things getting stirred up, like the Sam Harris versus Bret Weinstein thing. Doing some Instagram semi-lewd photos, semi-legal, while describing the situation of our days. Everything is going on, and I guess today, as any day, is the best moment to do something. Invest in actual ourselves, in our actual selves. However, it's not an easy way. Nobody said it will. We all knew that at some point we do have to take a challenge, and one day we will. But always remember that a good way to take challenges on is to, just subscribe to my channel, because the stream is almost over and I have no song for ending this. But if you have any song in mind, a proper song that probably won't get us kicked out, I'm here to listen as we end this stream and go further into the night, as Paper Tiger is on, and I should receive her book soon. But she's, as always, she's writing as hell. Like, if you're a writer, if you want to do stuff online, like feeling you're not alone, there we go. She's doing a sprint of 1 hour and 44. You can jump on it if you want to be productive, if you want to be productive for 2 hours. If not, just continue on your road, because I'm gonna go there and see what else is going on in the world. Because let's be honest, Sunday I do have to talk about some TikToks about women complaining, because we need to have a laugh, right? So why not have a laugh at others' expense? Because they put themselves out there, as I put myself out there, and at least we can do is laugh at the single ladies that are failing to get what they want. Hitting the wall, as always, a beautiful process. And now I'm going to search it to see if we have the wall song. Now all we have is Pink Floyd, Another Brick Over the Wall, and I'm sure that one will overly destroy my copyright thing. But no, I can't find the one. There is a one. What's his name? Forgot his name. He has just a quick version of the wall, everything goes, no one can beat the wall, something like that. Everyone hits the wall, and maybe one day I will hit it, but not without being stupid. So if you're gonna hit the wall, just make sure you're gonna hit the wall with the most stupid amount you can do, but be honest about it. Actually, I'm gonna go to Tribe of Man, because he seems to talk about these women, and I guess I'll see you there. Where is he? He's discussing about the girls, but after all, at the end of the day, this is just as well cope and still won't further the experience of going outside and finding some friends. And sometimes that is harder than you think, but it is possible. Try to get some friends in your area of expertise, as you will meet more and more people. Better than staying inside and watching how men are creating doing their passports and going to Asian countries to get a wife or a relationship. But these will be the stories that we talk about Sunday, and not today, because tomorrow I'm going to work and it's 11 p.m. and I will be quite late and will have some problems waking up tomorrow. But if you want to pass at Tribe of Man, I might be there, or Paper Tiger, I might be there. Anyway, I'll see you soon, and don't forget to pray tonight, because everybody poops, and sometimes not everybody poops, because sometimes there are people that ate some things that that would stop them from pooping for a certain amount of time. And hey, we're ending this with a poop joke. Why not? Why not? Why not see a poop song? Let's end it with a poop song. Oh yeah, we're here. We're here. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, Rizwan. I love you as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.
Ow, my tummy hurts. I need to poo-poo. Sit on the potty, sit on the potty, sit on the potty. Push, push, push. Poo-poo, poo-poo. Now my poop is out. La 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 la, la 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 la. Say bye bye poo-poo. Rabbit on the potty, shark on the potty, elephant also push, push, push. Poo, 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 poo. Now their poop is out. La 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 la, la 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 la. Say bye bye poo-poo. Ow, my tummy hurts. I need to poo-poo. Sit on the potty, sit on the potty, sit on the potty. Push, push, push. Poo-poo, poo-poo. Now my poop is out. La 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 la, la 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 la. Say bye bye poo-poo. Lion on the potty, crocodile also, tiger on the potty. Push, push, push. Poo-poo, poo-poo. Now their poop is out. La 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 la, la 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 la. Say bye bye poo-poo. Huh? Who is it this time? Tyrannosaurus!
T-Rex on the potty, T-Rex on the potty, T-Rex on the potty. Push, push, push. Poo, 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 poo. Ah! Now my poop is out. La 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 la, la 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 la. Say bye bye poo poo. La 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 la, la 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 la. Say bye bye poo poo.
All done pooping!
Well, that's a song. That will of course be muted because I'll be copyrighted right off the bat. I'm sure of it. Have a great night, everyone. Rest good and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be doing some more streams. Have a great night. And Golden Eagle MD. Hasta mañana.